The venue, internationally renowned surf spot, Seal Point, Cape St. Francis. The dates, 1st to the 4th of June. The event, the 1989 Hang 10 South African Longboard Surfing Championships. The action, 64 South Africa's best longboard surfers from 5 provinces vying for the laurel. This, the second National Longboard Championship since its revival in 1987, saw young and, dare we say it, old surfers competing against each other and the might of the Indian Ocean in perfect harmony. Quasimodos, Strauch stretches, cheetah fives, head dips, and 10 toes on the nose were the order of the day. And although they sound like some form of physical transplant, they're actually terms used to describe maneuvers used in this early type of surfing. Surfing originated in Hawaii way back in the 15th century, as noted by that famous explorer, Captain Cook. In South Africa, it had its humble beginnings only in the late 50s. Boards used then were similar to those shown here, only a lot less refined. By the late 60s, boards gradually became shorter, lighter, and a lot more maneuverable. Today, surfing in the 80s is an explosive and dynamic sport, with maneuvers previously unheard of being constantly developed. Why then a revival back to the roots?
I think the main reason is that we really have a major crowd problem in the water these days, where everybody seems to be hassling for scarce waves. It's almost a supply and demand function, where there's a scarcity of waves and an abundance of surfers, and it's such an addictive sport that people just want to surf all the time. It's unbelievable. And if you can get a longboard and you can really get going a lot earlier, pick up the waves a lot quicker, and do as many maneuvers and perhaps even a little bit more, seems like it makes a lot of sense to me.
Of course, there were other distractions to appease the mind as well.
And the southern girls with the way they talk, they knock me out when I'm down there. The Midwest farmer's daughters really make you feel alright. And the northern girls with the way they
Well, to get back to the point, with a fresh offshore wind and a moderate swell being the order of the day for the finals, standouts included Hugh Thompson in the senior division, Grant Byram and Greg Smith in the masters, Turtle Morris in the Grand Masters, and John McLeod in the veterans, that's the over 40s division. But most impressive of all was the fact that the older hippies and the younger yuppies were riding the foamies together in the true spirit of surfing with brotherly love. We spoke to some of the surfers about the generation gap.
Well, there's not much of a generation gap because everyone's having fun and it's much the same. Even the old veterans get along with the young seniors like us.
I think that's great to the younger guys going in for it. It's inspiration for all the other surfers, and a lot of the guys have got fathers who used to surf years ago, and they get together and it's just a good thing.
Team honours went rightfully to the hosts, Eastern Province. And although there was only one winner in each division, at the end of the day, it was King Neptune who took home the laurels for providing us all with an endless source of liquid energy, an ocean of joy.